And here we go, view
Right.
request.
Yes.
Hi,
Hello.
Gali.
Hello. Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Very nice
hi,
to have
hi.
everybody join. Hi, Abba. Hi, Kapil. I see Kapil is here. Excellent.
Yes,
I am very excited to get going. Let me just do one or two quick things on setup. When I look over here, I'm looking at the phone. Hi, everyone. Excellent on
yeah,
Instagram. Perfect. Okay.
yes,
So we are on, and it's nice to see everyone. And nice to see you,
yes.
Abba.
Nice to see you. So,
Mwah.
what do you prefer, this setup or this setup?
I like this one personally. I like this
Okay,
one.
good. So we'll go
Yeah.
with what you like.
Okay. Okay. Hi, Poonam here on Instagram, and we are live on all platforms. By the way, this becomes a full on podcast episode available on all platforms. So anybody can just listen to this as well. It carries on and lives on. Are we ready to dive in?
Yes, and I see Bridget is here and Avi Budara. Hi,
Hi,
hi, hi.
Ashley here on Instagram and Carmela on Instagram. Hi. All right. So
Nice.
today we're talking about a topic that you have no idea about. I don't think you know, or you didn't say anything. It's it's basically been put forth to you as a surprise, and I'll tell you what we're talking about. It
Okay.
is. Oh yes, and Kapil says close-up view is good. I agree. And hi, Jason. Okay, so today we're talking about a topic called intrusive thoughts. Okay.
Okay.
Intrusive thoughts, what they really are, and the true solution. Now, I know you know the idea of intrusive thoughts, but let me explain what I mean by intrusive thoughts, okay? Intrusive thoughts are generally kind of unwanted or involuntary thoughts that come in, or images or urges that kind of pop in when you don't expect it. It can be disturbing, it can be random, it can make you unsure, and they kind of can go against what you want to do, or what your values are, or what you want. So basically, any kind of thoughts that come in which interfere with you, that tell you you're not good enough, or that tell you should do something that you don't think you should do, these things that like the devil on the shoulder, or these things that eat away at you, that you're like, this is not me, but I'm having these thoughts that are like as if it
Your
is
wife.
me. It's your wife telling you where to park, how to park, what to do. Pretty much, yeah. There we go. Exactly. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, okay. So we now we know what it is.
Yes.
Perfect. That's hilarious. Oh, that's funny. So so yes, so that's really what the topic is, right? Even anxiety or different stresses, depression, all these things are like kind of counter thoughts that stop you from achieving your purpose and making your dreams come true. So that's what we're kind of covering. And I know there's much more to it, obviously, than what we can cover on a 20-minute live. You did a whole topic about this last Saturday. The replay is live on our YouTube, a whole webinar on the subject. But let's kind of get into it, and in the opening way that we can on a podcast episode.
Okay. So first of all, let's understand what's the word thought mean. I have
Yeah,
a lot of echo.
you have echo, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
on your side.
okay. 1 second. Let me see. Give me a sec.
Yeah, that will be better. Okay. Yes, perfect. Perfect.
Okay,
No.
great. Excellent. Okay, good.
Okay,
No?
let's see if it's okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's okay.
checking one too. Okay.
No, it's when I'm talking. It's when I'm talking. Okay. Okay, good. So first of all, let's look at what is thought.
Yeah.
Because if there is intrusive thoughts, it will be a good idea to understand what is thought.
Yeah,
And
100%.
thought, and thought is just a substitute for action. The less you do, the more you think. Okay? When you are in action, when you know what you're doing, you don't think. When you move your hand, you don't tell yourself, I need to move my hand. Let me pick up my hand. If you say yes, you say yes. Or if you are Indian, you say yes, whatever. But you don't tell yourself, I need to go forward or sideways. Yes? I'm hearing myself a
100%.
lot.
Oh, okay. One
Something.
second. Give me 1 second. I think I know why. Give me 1 sec. Okay, that should be much better now.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, good. So first of all, thoughts are just whoa, Baba, it's a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Let's do one more thing. Let me do one more line of defense.
Yes, you need the headphones.
Yeah, I'll put in another set of headphones that will block out any potential echo. 1 second.
No problem.
I think it has to do with the fact that we're streaming on another device and it's echoing a little bit. 1 second. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
So, by the way, for anybody that is listening that's tuned in at the moment, you can, in the meantime, take this opportunity to share this with people that you think should join social platforms, and that'll be a nice thing too. Okay, let's see how this goes. This should be
Okay.
better.
Yes, that sounds better, I think. I
Heavenly.
still hear
Okay.
myself,
Really?
but let's see. I think maybe now definitely I hear myself. Okay, fine, whatever. It's fine. Okay, so thought are substitute for action. So the first thing you need to know is when you think, when you have intrusive thoughts, it means that you've been not in action for quite a while. It doesn't mean that you didn't move your body. It just means that you've been robotically moving for a while. You did not have a purpose or a target and decided, I'm going towards it, and did whatever you need to do in order to get it. So whenever you have a thought is when you idle. You'll see that people have a lot of thoughts before they go to sleep because they're
So
idle.
true. Yes, also that's interesting. Okay. Yeah.
So the less you will act, the more you will think. So thought is just when you are unwilling or unable. Well, it's actually unwilling, not unable. When you are unwilling to act, you will substitute it with thoughts.
I see. Okay.
Now, once you start to think, you'll see that there will be a lot of things in the environment that will turn on those thoughts. Because let's say, instead of handling something, I started to think about it. So I put a kind of, you can call it a time stream of thoughts that going on. And I continue in life, but this time stream is still going on. And then I have another time stream of another thought that's going there. And the next time that I will see something that connected to the first time stream, the time stream will just kick in and it will operate on you. It will just give you.
What is a time stream? What do you mean? This time stream will operate on me. What does that even mean?
Okay. So in order to understand the concept, let me do that. Okay. I will just do this. Here we go. Yes. Okay. So imagine that this is time. Okay. And this is time and it goes like that. Okay. It goes like that. And now you are here. This is a present time. Okay. Now you're doing what? Flipped. Okay. Let me just do something. I think I can fix that. So it's not flipped. Video. Mirror the camera. Here we go. Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah. So this is present time. Okay. Now all of a sudden here, something get you to go into the past. You forgot to pay your ticket. You remember some kind of an argument. You go into the past, and now you opening a new time stream that goes here. This time continue, life continue, but you are dealing with that. So what happened now is that you are not actually handling life anymore. You're handling something that happened in the past. And when you are handling something that happened in the past, you cannot actually act. You can only think about it. Are you with me?
Yeah. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah.
You're just thinking about it. I should do that. I should do that. I should do that. So you're going into the past, and every time you go into the past, you will see that you're starting a time stream, and after a while you drop that, and some of you stay here, and some of you come back to life, but you are always behind time because you coming here and time is already here. So there is a delta of time that you were not there, and this delta is actually how much you don't actually see life. So you will see that you drive from point A to point B, but you don't actually see what's going on around you because you are not in present time. You are behind time. Are you with me?
Yeah, totally. Wow, that's big.
So
Wow.
so what's happened is that most of the people are behind time. So what happened, they will be here, they will go back into present or into time here, and something will happen here, and now again they will go back and open another time stream. So they will think. So the more you think, the worse you'll get,
Yeah.
because thinking is the opposite of knowing.
Right. And basically by definition, the thinking is keeping you on something that isn't right now. Because something's
Yes.
happening right now. And now you're thinking it just purely basic logic shows you're not here and what's going on at this exact moment.
Yeah. So the more you think, the worse you get. Although this society idol the thinking man, but the thinking man is not by mistake a statue.
Right, exactly. That's true.
It's really not by mistake a statue, because the thinking man is just thinking. You understand?
Yeah.
Thinking may
Yeah.
bring you headache, but it will not bring results.
Hmm.
Actually, anything that actually happen when when something actually happen is when you say, I know what to do. You stop thinking, you know what to do. Thinking is just an effort to find an answer for what's going on right now by analyzing the past. But the past always lie, because the past is never exactly what's happening right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it for sure. That's amazing.
So the more you look at the past, the less you look at present time. The less you look at present time is like you say, I'm going to drive forward and look backward, and I'm sure that the past will tell me how I should drive. No, the
Yeah.
spirit knows. The spirit knows. And if you will observe what's around you, you will simply know what to do.
Yeah, amazing. Okay. And I totally get that. That makes sense to me that the thinking keeps you on these previous time streams that are not on actually what's going on right now. And it makes sense. Even if two people are having an argument and you kind of leave the argument, one person moves on with like life. They're just like moving on with what's going on right now. And the other one is stuck on it and like thinking about the argument, and days go by and they're still on that train of thought, that time stream. It's exactly that same concept. So that makes
100%.
sense. Now, what happens when somebody is here? Like they're here, and all of a sudden they get these thoughts that just pop out of nowhere. It's not even that they are thinking about it. It's almost out of their control. Like it's just almost like it's been bloop installed there, like
Yeah.
randomly. They're about to walk on stage and they think you're going to be a failure.
Okay. So you'll see that there's a lot of things that happen in the past. Okay. And you are here. Now, the mind is operating in such a way that you look at something, and that something has zero value. Nothing. It means nothing to you. Now, there could be one of two things. You either know what it is, like you know your name, and so you will act, or you consider that you don't know, and you'll go into your mind and try to figure out what it is. When you go into your mind, you start to think, and you become slower than present time. And what will come back to you will always be damaging to you, because you cannot do anything about it. And what come back to you is not under your control. So if you see a red car and it reminds you, and what you have here is pictures that has to do with blood that's also red. So now you'll be worried about having an accident out of nowhere.
I
Because
see.
unbeknown to you, an accident here has been kicked in, a time stream of an accident kicked in. You are now in this time stream of an accident, and you're running this story, you're running this movie from the beginning to the end, and you are totally unaware of it, but you will act like you're in the accident. You will be worried from it, you will have the pain, you will have the sensation, and it will be totally insane. But that's what most people experience most of the time. They cannot control the past, they cannot control what turn on. And once it's turned on once, it will turn on many more times unless you learn how to neutralize it. So what you deal with is a person think that his past is very valuable to him. But actually, the only enemy that you really have is your own past.
Yeah, wow, that makes sense. I
Because
mean,
if you don't have your own past, you will look and you will know. But when you rely on your own past, when you have your own past will always mislead you, always get you to do wrong thing. And you will see that people say, no, but experience is so important. No, experience is just how limited you are. Experience tells you what you cannot do.
yeah,
By default, you are unlimited. By default, you've been created in the image of God. And then you put the handbrakes. How do you call the handbrakes of the spirit? A mind.
right. Right. Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. And that makes sense because I suppose I was also saying, a person's going and then out of nowhere they get a thought. But it's not true because in reality they are observing something in front of them at any given time, but they have no control over the thing that they thought was just an innocent red car. It kicks in an intrusive thought of an accident from something that they had attention on that they didn't even know. So it's really not that it comes out of nowhere. It's not like you've been beamed by some whatever, or that like an angel sat on your shoulder and said something to you, or the devil. It's really where you go, given what you're observing in front of you at this moment.
Yeah.
That's correct?
Yeah, you look at something and this something unbeknown to you remind you of something. This time stream kicks into action, and once it kicks into action, it's more real to you than present time because that's your present time for that period of time. That's your present time. As far as you're concerned, this is present time fully 100%.
I see. And now the one thing I had a question on before was you said, look, you're looking at something, it has no value to you. Can you
Yeah.
explain what you mean by that? Like, what do you mean?
Okay. Do you know what is Chilapuki Kiki?
Nope.
No, because it has no value to you.
Yes, but something I know.
But hold on. But if I tell you no, Chilapuki Kiki is actually a very advanced restroom from Japan. Next time, next time you look at Chilapuki Kiki, it still will mean nothing to you until you'll go back to your mind that you look at this picture that says, Mary told me that it's an advanced restroom from Japan, so now I know what it is. But when it just arrived to you, it has no value.
I see.
Nothing has a value before you give it the value.
I
Like
see.
when I say to you something, when I say a word to you, the word means nothing before you give it a value. And the value changes according to which time stream you hear. So when you meet your wife for the first time, she say, "Oh, you are so cute, but you talk weird." And you said, "Did you see how she said that I talk weird?" You really like it, yes, because
Right.
she's amazing. And 2 months or 2 years later, if she tell you you talk weird, you get upset with her. The same words, exactly the same words. The value you give it.
I
Exactly the
see.
same situation, the value you give it. It's your spiritual condition that define what's the value you give to the environment around you. And when you are in a really good condition, you just know. You don't give it value, you actually know at zero time. So when your condition is not so good, you get the value from the past. And when your condition is perfect, you get a condition because you know. You get the value from because you know.
Yes, I see. So, and it's very true because I suppose anything that we see, it feels like it has value because it has value, but it's become so many automatic connections to the past. So, like, I look at a laptop and now I know what a laptop is. But if I never knew what a laptop was, I wouldn't know. But now it's happening so instant. So there's all these connections to the past that we don't even see. All these strings connected. But
Yeah.
it's very much the same as looking at a piece of art. You look at a piece of art, and at the beginning, it's like, beautiful, but then the artist or there's somebody who explains to you what there's there, and all of a sudden it has way more value because
You
it
gave it
was
value.
connected. You gave it value.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really, I see the point. So okay, so you see things, they have no value until they're connected to something in the past, essentially.
Yeah, that's correct. And now if the past give you the value, it will not be pro survival.
Hmm.
And if you give it the value, it will always be amazing. Why? The past is a lie because the past is past. It's gone. It's not true. It's not right now.
Yeah.
So the past is a lie. And if you rely on lies, if you evaluate what you see around you, what you hear based on a lie, so your action will be incorrect.
Hmm.
And if you're in a good condition and you just know, you don't rely on your past, you know,
Yeah.
then everything is amazing. The past always, always mislead you. The past actually cause you to act in a patterned behavior. And you'll see that when someone tells to someone you're stupid, they behave in a pattern behavior, very
Yeah.
specific pattern. Some people would just be insulted and go and this. Some people will just punch. Some people would just that. But there's a very specific pattern behavior that you would behave according to because you're behaving according to the past. So
Yeah.
when you behave according to a pattern behavior, it means you behave not in an effort to achieve a predefined target, but or a target that you define, but you are just behaving.
Hmm.
And when you're not operating on a pattern behavior, when you're not a robot, someone tell you something, you evaluate what is your target, and based on that, you decide what to do with this piece of data. And it's just a piece of data. It has no value. It's nothing. You can make big thing out of it, small thing out of it. You can make anything.
Yes, I see. That's amazing. Totally. I totally got it. That's a great explanation. Wow. I mean, that covers it. I mean, almost fully, as far as I'm concerned. It really answers that, and you can start to piece it together. Arjun had a question here. So Arjun said, "But sometimes something just triggers up, and it makes the entire day, or even 2 to 3 days, bad. Figuratively speaking, kind of effed up, and we don't know how to make it back to normal again."
Yeah. So first of all, it's actually you say exactly what I say.
Yeah.
Because I said that something in the environment here, and then you have a time stream that kicks in, and now you are total effect. You behave according to that time stream. You have no choice, and it takes as long as it takes. And very good observation. Usually, within 3 days, it turns off. Okay,
Hmm. So the average is
but
about 2 3 days for something like this
yeah,
to fade away.
yeah, and
Yeah.
but you'll see that every time it turns on, the next time it will become worse. The
Yeah.
frequency is worse, it's closer together, and the volume is bigger because every time that it happens, what you actually say, look, I'm an effect and this time stream is cause. So every time you agree that you are the effect, that you can do nothing about it, the more you say that, the more that past become stronger than you. So the next time that it will kicks in, it will be worse, and the next time it will be worse. It's like if you have this headache or migraines that people get. The
Yeah.
first time they got it, it was bad. The second time it was terrible. The third time they cannot stand it. The fourth time it's terrible. So it become worse and worse and worse and worse. People that have gout, they will get a small gout attack. They don't even know it's a gout attack. The second time it's bigger. The third time it's paralyzing. And every time it kicks in, it becomes worse. Why? Because they agree that they're in effect, and it's not a problem. It doesn't make a difference if the manifestation is I'm worried or as I have pain of gout. It's exactly the same thing.
Wow. And
Just
so,
stuck in the time stream.
yeah, just stuck in the time stream. So it comes in different forms, how it actually shows up.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. And so, yeah, Carmela is asking, and by the way, there was a lot of wows and oh wow and all kinds of this knowledge is very helpful, and yeah, it is really wow. So Carmela is asking, is this what you call restimulation?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's basically it's a restimulation. It's
yeah,
just the time stream that get into that activated is more correct.
okay, I
Because
see.
really what happened is a whole movie. There's a whole time stream. Sometimes the movie is 30 minutes, sometimes it's 2 hours, and maybe 3.5 hours or 3 days.
Yeah, sometimes it has 8 seasons and 24 episodes per season.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Okay, so now obviously this knowledge alone is making anyone that's listening super aware. Arjun said thank you, Mayor, by the way, for answering.
Welcome. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. Now, if somebody just as a first aid, what can somebody first aid? You know, they're about to go on the stage, as an example that I gave, and they're getting these thoughts that like you're gonna mess up, you're gonna fail,
Okay, so let's understand what happened. So this is you, and all of a sudden, all your attention going to the past,
yeah,
which means that instead of creating future, instead of
yes,
creating space here, you're creating space there.
yeah,
Really, this is what's happening. Your space is not in the future. You don't see anything in front of you. You see just into the back. Yes. So
hundred
what you
percent.
need to do, in order to get out of the past is to force yourself to look at things at the environment. So if you look at the chair and you say, "Oh, this is a chair," okay, wonderful, and you just look. So the moment that you look outside, you actually tell to yourself, "Okay, there's something here." The moment that you look outside, you stop for a moment to look at the past, and then you say, this is a doorknob. Okay, good. So you stop looking at the past and you're putting at the doorknob, and you look 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 at things, but you need to tell yourself, I saw that. This is a mouse. Okay, great. Oh, this is a remote control. Excellent. Oh, this is a brown button. Excellent. This is a picture. Excellent. This is a cable. Excellent. And you just acknowledge yourself that you see more and more things around you. And all of a sudden, you see that you put your attention on the environment, and you will see that you'll feel much better because you stop putting attention on the past. And when you stop putting attention on the past, you see that you can create future. So it's really all you have to do is just look around and find something and acknowledge it's there. Just tell to yourself, yes, I see this orange button. Okay, I see this mouse. Okay, but it has to be like really full thing, not I see that. No, I see this mouse. I see the shiny button on the mouse. Okay, I see the iPhone charger. I see the Brio camera. I see the phone. You actually have to tell yourself what you see. And if you tell yourself what you see, you'll see that you'll stop looking at the past. You will look into right now, into the environment, and you will have this urge to do, and you'll be able to do.
Wow,
Wow.
I love. I love. What'd you say? And
Magic.
it's magic. Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's like a great drill. And of course, there's a lot more to learn. And in the meantime, Carmela said, "Thank you. So very helpful to know this and be aware of how to handle the past lies." Yeah, Jason said, "This is so awesome." Carmela, brilliant handling to get unstuck and bring back the present time, create future, love. Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is wow.
Yeah.
Now, of course, there's a much more broad and thorough handling, which is the 7-day seminar that you're going to be doing in Cape Town. This is actually the last live stream that we're doing until after the 7-day seminar, which will be over in April. So we're taking about a month break,
Yeah.
if not more. And so tell us just a little bit about what's coming.
Okay, so in this 7-day seminar, what happened is that everyone, without exception, is a victim of the past. They have the past tell them what to do. They have the past blocking them. They have all kind of insane decisions that they make that prevent them from progressing. And they cannot find it. They cannot find it, and it destroys them. For example, I'll give you a very quick story of someone really, really nice, able, unbelievable, educated, super educated, like real universities, like the best, and very strong and good looking and everything, that just couldn't make it in life, like couldn't survive properly in life, and had all kind of problems and worries, and had all kind of problems. And I'll tell you what we found in a similar sessions to what we're going to do in this seminar. So what happened with this guy is this guy is really wanted to be successful. Okay, he wanted to be successful. Now he know that he looks at his life, and it is him and his brother. Okay, and he love his brother like there's no one that he loves more than his brother. And his brother has something amazing, that he just know things, and everything goes well for him. His brother can look at the flower and tell you what is the flower, and he can look at anything and anything. He just know. And one day, when they were 6 or 7 or 8, I don't remember, they had this interview at the school, and they've been interviewed together. And the interviewer asked his brother a question, and he asked my friend a question, and they both gave answer, and his brother was amazing and he was amazing. But all of a sudden, in one of the questions, his brother couldn't answer. He was stumbling. So he did not want to make his brother look bad. So when they asked him, he said, "I don't know."
Wow. Okay.
So what happened is like that. He wants to be successful. He knows that in order to be successful, he needs to know. He understands it 100%. But he cannot know, because if he know, he invalidates his brother. He kills, as far as he concerned, his brother. So he's sitting here all his life, cannot doing anything, because the only way for him to make sure that his brother doesn't get hurt is for him not to know. But in order for him to succeed, he must know. So he cannot know, but he must know. But he cannot know, but he must know. So he goes to university and he study and become super educated, but he cannot use it. And what he's doing, he says, I cannot know anything. I need to learn more and learn more and learn more. And everything you tell him, even the most obvious thing, he will tell you, yes, but how can you be sure? I said, but it's here. And he said, but how do you know that it will not explode in a second? I said, because I know it will not explode in a second. And if it will, we'll deal with that then. No,
Yes.
you cannot know. So he's on a total maybe, totally like that. And when he realized what's actually happening, it's immediately released him, and he realized that he doesn't need to be wrong all the time in order for his brother to succeed.
Wow.
And it actually saved his life.
Yeah. And it was from such a good purpose that was creating such a bad result.
Yeah. And everything in life, you have many, many, many things like that. Another example, another student that discovered, and you need to discover this thing for yourself, and there are 268 of those things that are common to everyone. Why they're common to everyone, etc., not important at the moment. But there is 268 of those things that are common to everyone that destroy you, that don't let you succeed. If you don't find them, don't try to succeed. You will not. Another person was that she wanted to be successful, but in her understanding, successful people have to be very methodical, very consistent, doing the things that work again and again and again and again. But she also had an incident that told her that those people that doing the same thing again and again and again are robots. So she hates robots, but she wants to be successful. So every time she started to be successful by doing what works, she had to stop because she doesn't want to be robotic.
I see.
So she started to build the business and she destroyed. She started to build the relationship and she destroyed. She started to build her muscles and she destroyed. She started to a conversation and she destroyed. Everything is and she's stuck in one place. So you take a very highly intelligent person with an IQ of 140 or more, actually more, 144, and result of a useless person.
Wow.
And useless
Unbelievable.
person in relationship to her achievement, because even with that she's so powerful, so she makes it. But if I compare what she can get and what she did get, it's like nothing. She's not there.
Wow. Yeah. Amazing. Ashley said, I think that's me. I think it's everyone. Everyone goes through this exact same
Everyone
thing.
have exactly the same thing. 268 of those traps that are exactly the same to everyone. And if you will not clean them up, it's not important how much you learn and not important how much you push. The fact that you made it is because you are so powerful. Despite all of those massive chain that hold you, you still manage to make it go right. You want to handle your life, you need to remove that. There is no other way that I know about.
Amazing. And Kapil said, will these 268 things be handled in the time stream seminar, the one we're doing in Cape Town?
Yeah. What we're going to do there is we're going to teach you the method of how to find them so you can find them. So we will handle with you some of those, but you will learn how to handle them as they get re-stimulated.
Wow. Amazing.
Every time
Wow.
you hit any kind of a barrier, you will find, because the 268 things are in common to everyone. The manifestation, how do you present them, what your computation of how to stop yourself are quite amazing. Like unbelievable computations.
Totally. I mean, even the examples you gave, it's just wow. And they're real. It's real examples. Amazing. Now, just one or two things earlier, or before I get there, anybody who is interested, of course, go to gprosperity.com/Cape Town. I'll put up the replay of a free webinar that was done to explain what Meir just explained, but in greater detail. But if you want to join the Cape Town seminar, 7 days, you can go do it there or talk to one of us. And Kapil said earlier, you talked about the drill of looking at things. So can we do this, putting attention on things at our home as well, where there are already so many stimulative things, or should we go out of our home to do this?
No, anything, as long as it's in the physical universe. Don't think about it, touch it, look at it, see it. It has to be something you can reach.
Okay, amazing, great. Oh, it has to be something you can reach, or can you look far?
You can look far, like you can reach not
with
physically,
your eye.
reach with your eyes.
Okay, great. Carmela said, so helpful to help all our dynamics with this. Yes. And Ashley said, love this. And Gal, you're amazing. Always asking perfect questions and a phenomenal interviewer. Thank you very much.
I agree with you so much. He's more than perfect. The only thing I can say is just much more than perfect.
And no bias at all.
No,
And,
it's actually no bias. It's actually anyone that knows you say that. I'm not biased at all.
Thank you, Abele. And Maeve said the power of now. Jason, thank you too so much for helping us. Yes, and lots of wows. This was wow. And now, as a final note, so it's actually 5:40 p.m. here in Florida. But what I realized is that for you, it's 12:40 a.m.
Yeah.
on February 26th,
Yeah.
which is your
Ah,
birthday. So it's
yes,
officially your birthday.
yes, Babala. I
So
didn't
happy
know.
birthday.
Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah,
Yes.
mwah,
Mwah,
mwah. I
mwah.
love you.
Now everyone's gonna blow up your phone with lots of
Yes.
messages and cause you a lot of so happy birthday and love you so 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 so
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you, Babala.
Yes.
You see how special you are?
Mwah.
You are the
Yes.
only one, only one. You are the most
Yeah.
special person in the universe. Mwah.
Mwah. Happy
I
birthday.
love
I'm
you.
sure everyone's going to send you lots of messages, and I'm glad we got to celebrate it this way. This will
Yes.
be the final live stream for a while, I think. Maybe there'll be a
Yeah.
pop-up one,
Yeah.
but we'll see. And lots of people are Carmela, happiest birthday from Marcella and I. Ashley,
Thank
happy
you.
birthday. Jason,
Thank
happy
you.
birthday. Curtis, happy birthday. Mayor.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
mwah,
Thank you.
happy
Thank you.
birthday. Thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Mwah, 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 mwah. See you in Cape Town, in
See you in
heaven.
Cape Town. Yes. Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Done before we ending. Almost, almost, almost. And goodbye.